Today's video is about the importance of choosing a character that you actually like, right? Instead of choosing a character to win, which is not the way to go about it. If you're, looking to have fun, looking to enjoy a game. If you're a pro player, then that's pretty much the only reason why you would choose a character to win, right? And a lot of pro players are definitely doing that by choosing someone like Ken or Luke. In my case, I actually did use Luke for a while, and I do like the way Luke plays. But I never chose him because he was top tier. I actually enjoyed the way that Luke plays and the way that his moveset and everything. When I first saw the game, I knew that Luke was going to be a character I was going to use, right? But the moment that I saw Ed, just the trailer of Ed's gameplay, I knew that I was going to drop Luke and I was going to main Ed for sure, right? Because boxing characters are usually my favorite type of characters in fighting games. So boxer characters, especially Balrog, I've mained Balrog. I consider myself a Balrog main in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I've put on a lot of hours to learning to play that character at a decent level, like advanced level. But seeing that Balrog's likely not to come out in Street Fighter 6, to be honest with you, Ed is such a perfect character for me. Like the way Ed plays, the tools he has. Ed is a very neutral heavy character, right? It's like if you don't have good neutral, you shouldn't even try to use Ed, because he's not a character who's going to carry you with wins, unless you're playing against someone who doesn't now have a clue how to handle Ed's cheesy stuff, which is not really difficult to handle. So one thing I'll say before I go into the importance of choosing a character you like is that I placed Platinum 1 with Ed because I got bodied in my placement matches, and I'm kind of glad I did. Usually when I play with a character and I place like a Diamond 1 or Diamond 4 or something like that, I feel that it's harder for me to learn the character without like having too much pressure from my opponents. With the rankings, I'll say one thing. Placing so low, like Platinum 1, is perfect because it gives you time to learn your character without having too much pressure. Because at Platinum levels, and this is not to insult anyone that is at lower levels like gold or silver, bronze, we all have different levels of skill in fighting games, and obviously some people are just getting started. But in my opinion, you don't really start playing Street Fighter 6 until you're Platinum, right? But you're playing low level Street Fighter 6. When you're gold or you're silver or bronze, you're just playing a generic fighting game. You're just doing things without thinking about them, right? You're not really thinking about the system or how to manage your meter or how to use your drive gauge, etc., etc. But when you get to Platinum, you are playing low-level Street Fighter 6, right? In my opinion. Then when you get to Diamond, you're playing mid-level Street Fighter 6, and then Master Low MR, you're playing Advanced Street Fighter 6. And then high MR masters are playing, obviously, advanced level Street Fighter 6, right? So when you place Platinum 1, that is the perfect placement, in my opinion, to learn your character, right? Because at the very beginning, when I was learning to use Ed, which I'm still obviously just learning to use Ed right now, I don't know how to use the character well. I just, do very basic stuff. I just love the way that Ed plays the neutral game. He's a sniper, right? Just like Balrog is a sniper in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. High level Balrog in ST is 100% about sniping. Just look for those perfect moments to punish and a counter hit, which is, in my opinion, that's the best type of fighting. When you're playing a fighting game where you're actually with punishing and you're counter hitting and like a boxer would, it's perfect that Ed plays that way, right? So, getting back to the reason why it's important for you to really like your character to enjoy a game is that if you like the play style of your character, if it fits the way you want to play, in my opinion, with punishing and reactions are what fighting games are all about. So what I'm getting at here is that unless you're a pro player that is looking to win Capcom Cup next year, or EVO, or any tournament that has high pay, and you have all the time in the world to just become a really top player, like high level player that learns every matchup and is able to play against the best players in the world. And if that's the case, then yeah, go ahead. But if you're playing at a casual level, even if you're a good player, like an advanced player, like a master player, even if you're a legend level player, and you're not a tournament player, you should be playing characters that you like, because you're gonna be having fun. Otherwise, it's a job, you know, and trust me, a lot of the people that go to Capcom Cup, they choose characters they don't like, and it's a job for them. They're studying. So if you want to turn your fighting games into a job, then you better be getting paid for it, right? If you want it to be for fun, I do suggest that you pick a character you actually love in terms of how the character plays, how the character looks, how the character fights, etc. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. Remember to subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you in the next one.